Hello and welcome to the Underpowered Podcast. This is a gaming podcast where we battle our backlog because we're busy gamers and we still find time to game. My name is Shelby Stokes, and with me today, co-host Casey Cool.
Yo.
Pokemon card aficionado Eric Scott.
Yo.
And special guest who is gearing up to help the kids, Seakae is with us tonight.
Hi. How's it going?
Guys, I couldn't say Pokemon a second ago.
Dude, you saved it? I'm going to give that, you stuck the land 9 out of 10. Solid.
Dude, I didn't bring my Master Ball to this game. I didn't do it. I was using a low-level ball, couldn't get the cap, you know what I mean? Ball shook 3 times and broke free. Couldn't do it.
Shelby used a net ball on a fire
type.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't want to use a net ball on a fire type. That's all bad news all day.
No.
How you been, guys?
Good. It feels like the summer is going on forever up in here, Washington State. It's crazy. It's mid-October and it's still like 80 degrees sometimes.
Yeah, it feels like California with the bad air quality. I was like, oh, I'm in Southern California. This is lovely. I don't like this.
Oh, what's up, Jared from summer school?
Jared from summer school, huh?
Hi, Jared. Yeah, that's who I taught him. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Dude, he's fierce. He's fierce
all
day.
He's not scared. He's not
in the
scared.
chat. Jared's surviving the smoke. I'm telling you what. Is it smoky down in Cali, Eric?
No.
It all blew up north.
Not right now. It all blew up north. Not right now.
Did you do like a fire dance and send it north? Is that what you did?
It's the fire season is still young. We we have plenty of opportunities for our forest to go up in flames down here. So.
Yeah, higher ground comes in. Never thought I'd want to see.
I'm saying California is the champ. It's considered the best at it.
We have a fire season, so
yeah.
We're getting there too.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
No, I haven't enjoyed that, but I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for the autumn leaves.
Well, the beauty of the smoke is you actually have to stay inside and play video games rather than going outside and risking your life. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm really helping the community by staying in and playing video games.
Yeah. It's not the right thing to do. No, I had my dog outside and she hated it. Like we went on a walk and she was like visibly tired. Like she's like, ugh.
Oh my gosh. Is your dog a high risk for smoke?
No, she just knows like all the smell. She didn't like it. You could tell she's like, eh. And no, she just was really tired that day. Took it out of her more so than usual. She's fine. She's alive back there. See her? She moves, I swear.
That's hilarious.
Oh, hi, Nathaniel.
Oh, Nathaniel, what's going on? That's right. He had a name change. Higher Ground 695. You've been playing a little Apex with Phil from time to time.
Oh, Apex.
And a Fortnite. Yeah, exactly. You know the multiplayer games where I'm too scared to actually play those games with other people because I just run out and die over and over?
Well, Seakae, what do you play these days? Are you a shooter guy? Are you a shooter fan?
Yeah. Fortnite, baby.
Fortnite
all the way. I've been playing Fortnite. Fortnite's my go-to. I play dailies, and then
turn your brain off and just go have fun. Yeah,
that's for like an hour, maybe 2 hours at most, and then I've been playing a lot of this game called Grounded with my buddies.
Okay, what's that about?
What's that?
What's that about?
It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, except it's like a survival game, and there's a ton of spiders everywhere. It's awful.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's good. It's very well made.
Okay.
What else have I? Huh?
Grounded. I'm writing that one down. I want to check
Grounded just went 1.0, right? It's been in early access for I want to say like 2 years. I tried it when it first launched. I want to say it's Rare. No, it's not Rare. Who's the
I forget who actually made it. But it is published by Microsoft and
Obsidian.
It's on Game Pass. Obsidian, yes.
Yeah. This is a huge departure for Obsidian, right? Like normally they don't do this type of game. So it sounds like it's pretty brutal though, like big spiders just jumping down and being like rah in the middle of nowhere.
It's very tough, even on mild, and but it's like huge. It's massive. It feels like you are little, like tiny in this big world. And I haven't found I've found the borders to some of the map, but I haven't found like all of the map. I haven't discovered all of it with my buddies. It's pretty big. And what else have I been? I've been playing Shipbreaker. You guys heard of Shipbreaker?
Yeah,
that's also on Game Pass.
You're saying ship, correct?
Ship.
Yes. Okay.
Hard space ship breaker.
Okay.
You break apart ships, and it's kind of like a menial task kind of game. But
Casey was
headphones were going out.
envisioning
No,
magical
my
school
headphone was
bus.
going out, and I was like, "Oh, this is it about toilets?" I was like, okay.
Go into the bloodstream, make things happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Frizz is there. It's a whole deal.
Casey does that IRL.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, Shipbreaker looks really cool too. I'm sure that's going to go on my list. That also went 1.0 recently, right?
Yeah.
And I hear good things. Or which one of you is kind of taking the most headspace from you right now?
I mean, technically Fortnite, but no, I've been playing a lot of Grounded lately. I played probably about 10 hours in the past, I don't know, 4 days.
How many players?
You can have 4 players. Yeah.
Will we be playing Grounded on Extra Life?
What's that?
Will you be playing this on Extra Life? Because that's why you're here tonight. Too.
I don't know. All I know is I'm going to play WWE 2K22. I don't know what else I'm going to be playing. And I wouldn't even say that I'll be playing WWE 2K22 because I'm going to set up a tournament, a bot-driven tournament.
You're doing a wrestler sim. You're doing I like that.
Yeah,
that's great.
This idea is glorious, by the way, Seakae. I was looking at your page earlier. Highly excited to watch this go down. Yeah.
I hope that people actually donate to it before the deadline, which is October 30th. Game day is the 5th and 6th, but I need some time to actually draw the characters and put them into the game. So if you don't get there by October 30th, I guess it's not going to happen.
Do they tell you what signature move they want as well? Like, I want this guy and I want a jackknife powerbomb.
I mean, if people know wrestling, they can tell me whatever they want, and I'll put it into the game. But I have a character sheet that I've created, and for like entry level kind of play. So if somebody just has like an idea of like, oh, I want my kid to be this wrestler, then I can do that. And they can give me like a rundown of, maybe they have like a story behind them or something like that.
Yeah.
They'll give me their weight, their height, that kind of stuff. And then I'll recreate, or I'll sketch it down. I'll create a little sketch, and then I will recreate that sketch inside of the game, and then put a double elimination tournament together so that people can have more than one opportunity to win.
Will you draw the champion with its belt?
Yes, that's the goal.
Right?
Is that I've been working on a belt, and I'm looking forward to drawing the champion with the belt, and then the champion of the tournament will go on to the next tournament automatically. They get a spot automatically because they have to defend their title. So
nice.
Yes,
like that. See, I feel like this. People that like wrestling games also at some point in their life loved wrestling. Like they liked watching wrestling. I can only think that's why you'd subjugate yourself to this game, because this game always gets dunked on for breaking. But I haven't has this model broke in as much as the past?
No. I mean, let's give it a little history. I just got into wrestling like about a year ago.
What?
A little over a year ago.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but I knew of wrestling. Like I knew people and characters and organizations, and I think a lot of it had to do with AEW, the formation of AEW, and just like the excitement around that.
Jericho's in that. That's great. He's a staple wrestler.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
he might be on my Rushmore.
He's on your Rushmore wrestlers.
He might be on my Rushmore.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
You're talking about AEW. So you got into wrestling because of AEW.
Yes. I don't have like a ton of experience with wrestling. It's gonna be really fun to actually like comment on like moves and stuff like that and describe them, because I'm probably just gonna make a bunch of stuff up, honestly.
Are you gonna go just single mustache like Mean Gene Robinson? the night, you know what I'm talking about, Mean Gene?
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'll pull Mean Gene up. But go ahead. Like,
so the games like historically in the past like 5 to 7 years have been really, really bad. This last one is not as bad because they were able to take a little bit of time with it, and it was kind of like the Ukes swan song. Ukes was the people that were actually developing it, They were kind of kicked off or something like that. They left the project like halfway and somebody else finished it up. Anyway, it turned out okay. It's an okay game. But the magic is in creating characters, and it always has been.
Yes, that's the best part of any wrestling game. I fully agree.
Yeah. So there will be limitations though with this game. Only male wrestlers can fight male wrestlers.
That's
unfortunately.
I think it's unfortunate. What if a husband and spouse want to have it out there?
Exactly. Like if they want to create their own characters that are male and female, like I would love to put that together. So what's probably going to happen is if you have a female presenting character, then I will probably draw them. I will definitely draw them however you want me to draw them. And then I will put them in the game as a male character.
Gotcha. That's fair.
So the beauty I think in this is that we're going to come up with some monstrosities that are just going to punch each other, but then whoever wins will get a really cool illustration, fully colored. Yeah.
I mean, your art is always pretty badass, right?
Oh,
like
thank you.
The work you've done, I've always been a fan. And I know you got a lot of projects, so you were like, yeah, I can help you out. It's something easy, 30 minutes. And I as soon as you said, I'm like, I'm not gonna bother him. It's like, I have some. Like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I might ask you for tips on how I do something, but I was like, no.
Sure, yeah.
And no, I think what you do is great. And again, I think if you're gonna do this bit, this is Mean Gene. He's like the post-fight interviewer.
Yes.
You got to go full Mean Gene mustache for me. I think if you're gonna do the play-by-play.
That's a thing that I could do, or I could get like a cowboy hat and go RJ or
JR.
Yes, JR. RJ is a different person in AEW.
That's right. No, AEW is an interesting league. I'm waiting to see when they're gonna do a game.
It's coming out next year actually.
Yeah, right. I've heard. Okay.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, I was just saying that they've been working on that for a really long time, and apparently it's had some developmental woes.
Yeah.
But it looks cool. It looks kind of like old school 64 wrestling games.
No Mercies. When Eric and I have many childhood hours on that game, ladder matches. Ladder matches were the best.
And you can fight men and women.
Yes,
together.
You could. Yeah. As wrestling was made to be.
Yes.
China knew no bounds. China feared no man. Yeah. No, Lita would wrestle with the Hardy Boys. It usually would be like Edge and Christian had a manager that was a female, and then the Hardy Boys had Lita, and Lita was like the first woman to come out doing like Hurricane Ranas and the top rope stuff. There's a period of wrestling that I am obsessed with, and that it's a dark part of me that I want locked away. I'm like, I could have learned the instrument, I could have learned the language.
What era were you in? Was this like 90s?
Yeah, the 98 to like 2002.
Right.
That was actually the Attitude Era for me was kind of like what put me off of wrestling for such a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I watched it a little bit when I was a kid, and I was like, this is kind of fun stuff. And
like WC Hogan was fun back in the day. The Orange I used to watch that with my mom. Okay, and I guess when I have early memories to 4 to like 8 watching that kind of wrestling with my mom on Sunday afternoons. That was like our trashy Sunday show. Like, okay, let's meet up high noon and watch.
And then as I grew up, it kind of became edgier and more like
PG-13 versus like the PG.
Yeah, but also like super hyper toxic masculinity that it like was presented. And also I learned a lot of things about Vince McMahon even back then. Where I was like, I don't know, this guy kind of seems like he sucks.
I mean, he's the worst boss ever.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely into it, like, I want to say, like, late 90s, maybe even into the aughts, like, when The Rock and Stone Cold were big, and then I kind of, like, fell off of it after that. But it seems like there's been a resurgence for wrestling in, like, the last 5 years. Like, people have gotten back into it, and it's almost like, there were some people that I knew for a long time who wouldn't, like, tell people they were into wrestling, and all of a sudden everyone's like, nope, I'm all in. Wrestling's where it's at. Like, it's kind of cool to watch everybody jump on board again.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of different kind of wrestling too now. Like there's a lot of options. You have Japanese and Mexican wrestling, and you've got AEW and WWE, and they're all very different in their own way.
New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, OP is rad. That's where
but
like Kenny Omega comes from. Yeah.
You couldn't really watch that 20 years ago. You'd have to get like VHSs from some creep or something like that.
Again, to go to that dark part of my brain. That's how you remember Mankind. That was my favorite wrestler.
Sure, yeah.
Eric made me read the biography
was he like
as a
the
kid.
Caveman guy?
He was the guy with the leather mask. He was a Cactus Jack. Dude
Sako?
love. So yeah, Sako, the Mandible Claw. He was a Japanese. He was doing the Japanese scene before, like in that era too, in the 90s. Like they had a big scene there, and that's where he got like the hardcore stuff with the barbed wire and nails.
Foley, is that this guy?
Mike Foley.
Yep. Okay.
Cactus, yeah, man. He is on my Rushmore for sure. He was a polarizing character, and he was awesome.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I didn't even remember who this guy was until I pulled up the screen of like screenshots. Like this guy is definitely, he had the sock puppet. Like what a creeper.
Sako.
Sako.
Yeah, he's the best.
What?
See, I love that's the stuff that actually got me into it, is like weird gimmicks and the athleticism. Those two together got me into it. Like I like weirdos like Luchasaurus and Chris Statlander. And I like really impressive feats of athleticism.
Do you know Rey Mysterio, sir? Yeah, actually, I'm surprised. And WCW was like the more campy wrestling when we were kids too. I like there's the NWO, the Wolfpack, and then there was a guy named Raven that was supposed to be like a Seattle grunge guy. Came out to Ebb and Flow. I think that's great. I hope some people. I'm curious if they're just gonna make a classic wrestler. Be like, make me Roddy Piper, please.
I'll do it
with angel wings.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I would love to actually. Like, if you want me to do that, I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
If you want a drawing, like a cool drawing of a character that if you like my style, please look at my work. I also have a website. You can check out a bunch of different things that I've drawn. seakae.com.
Yeah.
Also go to the. Sorry, what was that?
Oh, you have a lot of cool art series too.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I've tried to expand my horizons and try a bunch of different things with each new project that I'm working on. And right now I'm making a Christmas comic that is in a style that is reminiscent of like inking that I've done in the past, but really, really pushes it into a new direction. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So I dropped your extra life in the chat. So if anyone was watching out there, you can like click through there, cut and paste it into your browser. But one question I had for you, Seakae, was you have two different levels here. The 150 level, create a wrestler, you can use your imagination. And then the 250, the elite package. What comes with the elite package?
The elite package is basically two characters. You get a manager and a wrestler.
Oh, cool.
So if you know anything about managing in wrestling, then it's just like a sidekick that fights with their words, basically.
Yeah. Or hits you with the folding chair whenever you need it. They do the dirty work.
Yeah, sometimes. And I'm looking into injecting them into the actual tournaments too. Nice. So it might be like a little bit of a bonus for people that are entering the tournament.
Eric, who would be your WWE manager? And it doesn't have to be someone from the WWE. If you wanted to pick a polarizing character to be your manager.
I know the answer to this. It's Meowth.
And he could talk? That'd be sick. Eric with Meowth and Team Rocket.
Eric does not look impressed by that.
I'm like,
he's thinking.
I'm taken aback. The Attitude Era was the best.
Oh, wow.
It was the absolute best. I'm crushed. My soul is destroyed inside. It's over the top offensive comedy. It was a soap opera for jocks. How could you not love it back in the day? It was so much fun to watch.
It was a total soap opera for bros, for sure.
You could never do it again. You cannot.
You could never.
It's like watching
Archie Bunker in All the Family. It was.
Why couldn't you do it? No.
You can't do it anymore because it's super
Don't say that
offensive.
about Married with Children. I will not hear that.
You can't do that show again. I've watched it. I love that show. You can't do it again.
I think you could do Married with Children again.
Are you a Married with Children fan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think Married with Children is incredibly subversive and interesting for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of, I guess there's a lot of parallels there. There are a lot of people that really, really like the kind of presentation of it. Like the thing that you see on the face is like, toxic masculinity. But what it turns out to be is like meta commentary on that. And it's actually making fun of those people in a lot of ways.
It is. I mean, Al Bundy makes fun of himself. An NFL football player last night. This clip's been going around. He scored 4 touchdowns, and so everybody's like, "Of course I'm Al Bundy." He wrote put on a Twitter, and it's all the cuts. Al Bundy Polk High, All City scored 4 touchdowns. Not in a season, 1 game, and it's like the final cut is him back in high school going, "It's not like this is gonna be the highlight of my life." It is. Poor Alex beaten down. There's something I don't know about those two where it's likable and how bad it is. And I go back to Archie Bunker and South Park obviously did a great wrestling parody episode where they do the whole WWE. It's totally soap opera for men with their wine glass. It's opera. It's theater.
It's exactly what it was so much fun.
But I like the current stuff too. I was gonna say for me, I think the most decisive manager that would be solid is Tiger King.
Oh, that's a good call.
He'd be a great wrestling manager.
That is great.
Joe Exotic.
He'd bring out some tigers.
There'd
be one under the ring.
Yeah, dude.
And then the wrestlers, Carol Baskin. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is the greatest WWE storyline I've ever heard in my life right there. I'd watch. That's must-see TV.
That would start another pandemic. That's how intense that would be.
Sure. That's why actually the pandemic happened, because God was like, everyone needs to see this footage.
And you can't look away.
Yeah. Speaking of can't look away, I hear you are trying to force yourself into Resident Evil in the Resident Evil land.
I am playing so much Resident Evil. It's scary. This game is real scary, but it's real good. It's real good. I'm playing it on stream currently. It's because it is October, and guess what? Halloween comes during October. So now I have an excuse to scare myself. This game is very pretty. If you're watching the video cast, you can see a little bit of a fly through cinematic trailer a little bit, but it is very dark. It's much more jump scare than I remember it being. But it has that Resident Evil feel to it. It's weird. The character designs are just a little bit out there and unsettling and creepy, and you're picking up objects and interacting with them. I'm really blown away by this game. And also I keep screaming like a child on the screen whenever I'm streaming it. So it's been fun.
Looks great.
Is this your first foray? That's how you say it, right? Foray into a Resident Evil game?
No, I played 4 back in the day. So 4 I actually played on Wii, and Wii was it was pretty novel at the time, because Resident Evil 4 and Wii, you could basically point the Wiimote at the screen and pull the trigger, and that was really novel at the time and made it really interesting gameplay. So that's the last time I jumped into Resident Evil, and since then I just haven't really gone back. Not because I don't like it, just because I haven't made the time. And when this one got so much hype last year, I was like, okay, I'll put that on my list. And the big zombie lady that the internet was all about there for a while.
Yeah, Lady Despereau or whatever her name is. I'm butchering it.
The internet was thirsty for this gal. And she's definitely a character up in this game. It's been great.
Yeah. I can't do these games. I'm your friend that does not like the scary game. So it's interesting to watch you do it. I get to not for me.
Me too. And I'll be honest.
I like watching you play.
So I'll be honest. 6th grade Eric walked into a friend's room, watched his older brother play Resident Evil 2. Jump scare came out. It scared me out of the series. Never again will I touch a Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
that's how much it scared me.
I'm not a jump scare guy either. My family has heart issues. I'm like that. I don't want that to be the. Oh, he had a jump scare, died, heart attack, just right there.
So oddly enough, I didn't remember the jump scares. I remembered the gunplay, I remembered the zombies, but I didn't remember the jump scares from 4. So when it dropped you in and it was essentially a linear path where they're just trying to freak you out to the best of their ability, I was like, oh, I'm in way too deep. I've overcommitted myself to this altogether. But it's good. They drop you in a forest and you're just going through a black forest in the beginning of this game, and it's really setting the tone well. They also are very smart because they really ration your ammo in a very wise way. If you ever played Dead Space, the way that they rationed ammo and you had to be smart about your shots, there's very similar DNA in this Resident Evil game. I remember back in 4, I would get so much ammo that it would almost be like, okay, here's the gun, here's a bunch of ammo, and I can just like run. I'm not to that point in this game. I don't know if that point will come eventually, but I'm going to stay on it. One thing that I am really enjoying about this game is it's just weird. Like, it's weird. Like, you don't really understand what to do next exactly. It's like, okay, I'm just going to wander over here and figure it out. That's a blessing and a curse. I really enjoy that part of the game, but I also had to reference an FAQ on stream last night because I was not figuring out what I needed to do. It turns out you just got to open an inventory and mess with a thing, and then it was good to go.
Has there anybody ever given you a hard time for looking at an FAQ?
I give myself a hard time because I feel like as a game designer, your player should not be referencing an FAQ or a walkthrough. I think that I think it's set up in a way where the player should experience without an FAQ. So no one has ever given me crap for it, but I feel like I'm cheating myself when I reference one, if that makes sense.
I go back to this argument.
Time
that
you should have to figure out, go back and explore. But then, to your point, if it's so cryptic that it's like, okay, I had to do that and that and that. If it's something like I would have never figured, then yeah.
Yeah, and in the case last night, I did 2 laps around the room, and I was like, okay, I've bumped into every one of these rooms. I don't know where to push next. And it was like, just go to your inventory and look at an item. And I was like, really? Come on. So next time I'll do that and hopefully not have to reference an FAQ. But I'm also not that ashamed. Like I say, I shouldn't do it, but I still do it all the time.
I go back to at school, it would be you talk to your buddy and and you figure stuff out, talking it out. It was little kid water cooler talk, as I like to call it, you're sharpening pencils. How far did you get on Mario last night, Bill? That would be your combo. But for me, I always think about Nintendo had a hotline for games. Do you guys remember that? The Nintendo helpline, where if you got stuck in a game, you could call them and they'd sit and talk to you. They had they trained their employees to do it. I thought that was rad. I think.
Is that what your dad did for a living?
No, stop it! Stop it! We're not doing that right now. We're not doing that.
Hey, did you know your dad used to work at Nintendo?
Hey, what's the bingo card say if you guys do it?
I don't know. Does that say? It's not nearly as fun. So yeah, Resident Evil. I'm still playing it. I'm gonna try to get on and play on Wednesday this week. I'm shooting for 9 o'clock. Hopefully, I can get on. If that doesn't come through, I'll definitely be playing Friday night, probably about 10 p.m. So if you're out there listening and you're interested in Resident Evil 8 Village, Resident Evil Village, that's the 8th in the entry or in the series. That's where I'll be, either Wednesday and or Friday, and potentially both. The other game that I saw credits on was Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales.
That playthrough is on our YouTube.
It is. It's on YouTube. It's on Twitch. What would my final judgment be? I would say play it if you have not yet played the Spider-Man game. And if you've played the Spider-Man game and you want more, this is the game for you. This feels more like an expansion pack or a DLC pack than it does its own standalone experience. It's very samey. They've integrated on the format very, very well. It feels new, but not new enough to be a whole new experience and get the 5-star recommendation from me. So there's a tentative, maybe try it, but with that recommendation, if you're going to be into it or not. I know Dr. Z in the chat, he just got a new PS5. I would definitely love this thing on PS5. Yeah, this thing is real pretty.
It's a pretty game. I enjoyed watching it. I have fond memories of the Spider-Man game on PlayStation 2 era. That was the Spider-Man 2 movie. I like a good Spider-Man game. Seakae, as the resident comic book guy that I know, I think you saw this coming. Where does Spider-Man rank to you as a superhero?
He's one of the best.
Okay,
I mean,
interesting.
He's an everyman, and his mask covers his entire face, so he can be anybody.
True. There you go. It doesn't just have the random opening for your teeth to get punched out, right?
No, I mean he's not a billionaire. He's not super
He's a genius, right? He's got that going for him.
Yes, he does have that, but he's not a super genius.
True.
He's smart enough to.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and one thing that I did find interesting in this is like it's not actually Peter Parker, it's Miles Morales. So it's a whole nother character, and he's kind of like in Peter Parker's shadow, which I wasn't a fan of. It's like let him be his own man. Like put him in the black suit and then write him off. Because they kept being like, oh, it's Spider-Man, but it's not really Spider-Man. It's like give this guy his ups. Like he's out doing his thing and he's a different person, a different character. So
well, that builds off of the game though, right?
Right.
True. Yeah, very much so.
I mean, Spider-Verse is my favorite superhero movie. I think Into the Spider-Verse with what they did there. I think it's the best. I think this looks like a really fun game. I feel like though, like you said, they could make it longer because it's what 6 hours.
Yeah, this game I think it clocked in at like 7 or so. The thing is it just feels like an expansion pack, and that's okay. Like if you wanted more of that Spider-Man, you would definitely come to this place first.
Are they packaged together? Is there like a way to see? I think it'd be cool if you made a version where they interlude between each other.
Yeah, Seakae, have you played this game?
Yeah, I played both of them, and I played all the DLC for the first one too.
What'd you think?
I love it. I think it kind of. Have you guys ever played the infamous Second Son and First Light, the games that I worked on?
Yeah, I have. I love Second Son. That's actually Second Son was one of the first games I streamed on this channel, and it's probably lost to history because we weren't downloading and putting it on YouTube. But I can tell you that Second Son was like the first game I ever streamed for Underpowered.
So the First Light is a sequel to, it's technically a prequel, but it came after Second Son. And it kind of follows the same pattern that Sony does, where they come out with a game and then they come out with an expansion that is sold as, its own standalone title. They did it with Uncharted. And in a lot of ways, the second one, this Miles Morales one, is a lot better, I think, than the first one.
Looks fun.
It doesn't have like some of the impact that I think like the story stuff in the regular Spider-Man game does. But it is a much tighter experience, and I am a fan of that. Because like at a certain point in Spider-Man, you kind of you're like done with it. So it doesn't overstay its welcome. And yeah, I mean, like I would play both of them if you like Spider-Man at all, if you like action games at all. I might even say just start with the first one. And if you like that, if you really love that, then obviously like this is not going to take that long to beat. You're going into it to, watch the story unfold. And you get some extra powers that are pretty interesting to play around with too.
Yeah, but to your point, I think that there are a lot of really good integrations or upgrades to the Miles Morales over Spider-Man original. Like the UI is phenomenal. It's quick. You're in, you're out. Like the storyline only being 8 hours is a blessing and a curse, because to your point, like because it's so short, it's hard for those heavy hitting like story moments to occur that you saw in the first Spider-Man. But at the same time, like the combat doesn't overstay its welcome like it did in the first one. And I really felt like that was something that hurt the first one, because by the end of it, you're just like, okay, I'm slogging the same enemies and going after the same types in the same way. And I think this is very smart in that it is a bit shorter. And I did enjoy that aspect of it quite a bit.
I think that's great. I like that you've punched out some games. Since I've been gone coaching, you've been playing all the games. Last week I talked about Live Alive. I beat that finally, by the way. I actually started it and beat it in like 2 weeks span.
Did.
Here's my pitch really quick. Okay. JRPGs were too long for you, right? Like that's your usual complaint, right?
Yeah.
What if I could give you one that was 25 hours and had a complete story?
That's so long.
It's not a JRPG. What are you talking about?
So long.
Seakae feels me. He's like, dude, come on.
How many hours did you put into Yakuza though?
I'm still playing Yakuza.
Yeah, you.
Yakuza's great though. I mean, I'm currently
now.
Yeah, I'm currently taking on a little Fire Emblem. We'll save that for another
right.
cat. But I am within the Fire Emblem halls of training children. What?
I'm gonna download the Fire Emblem. I've been looking for something. I'm gonna download the Fire Emblem DLC, and I'll do a playthrough of that.
There we go.
I think when you say that Live Alive is 25 hours long, all I hear is that like it's 25 hours of the same thing, whereas like Yakuza or other JRPGs is broken up by gameplay and things like that.
Here's the thing, though. It is 7 different games. That's the thing I talked about last week, too.
Right.
It has a cool grid battling system, but it takes places in different times. So, like, you're a caveman, and the caveman story takes 2 hours, and his thing's like a sniffing mechanic. There's a ninja where it's a giant stealth mission. You can either save just about all the people and not get any fights and only kill the shogun, or you can do a murder everybody run. It's basically the original Undertale, right? If you think about that, pacifist run or not. There's an Old West story where you have to get the town on your side to lay traps. And it's all in that beautiful 2.5 HD art. Dude, I think both of you would actually really like it. And for $40, I've been hyping it up to Eric behind the scenes. I think it's going to make some waves for me at the game of I love this year. And I'll leave it at that when we do that at the end of the year. But the other game that we all been getting into, and Shelby, I need you to get your toes wet. Pokemon Go. Come on back in the waters, baby. Oh, Fortnite. I mean, maybe. Yeah, he already plays Fortnite.
Fortnite is amazing. Fortnite made a resurgence. Yeah, I tell you what.
Pokemon Go's never been gone. How about that? It's always been there. It's going strong. I know. Its launch was rocky, but everybody that's come back to it has been pleasantly surprised as far as phone games go. They've done a good job. Over the pandemic, they made a lot of really fun and changes where everybody can have good Pokemon. You understand what a good Pokemon is. It's just really accessible. Yeah,
they took the walking out of it. That helped quite a bit.
That was a big part of it. You can take it to work, and like any movement counts as a movement on your radar. So if you have Adventure Sync on, you'll open up and you hatch an egg, and you're like, oh, look at this little Snorlax. Right?
What's the best update on Pokemon Go? You don't have to walk anymore. Oh, perfect. Sign us all up.
What does everyone hate about Pokemon Go? The walking? No, we do have a little raid though community going, and we begin. That's the thing I like. Like people can come in and bring out their best Pokemon. You can fight a really powerful Pokemon together from anywhere. People just use a raid pass. Like I could have a place by my house that has a really good raid. That's like a Mewtwo, which is really hard to catch. And we have a crew now where we can take it down and do that. We did a Yveltal run. Eric and I did with 2 other people on our Discord, and it. At the buzzer, we killed it at 1 second left before your timer ran out.
I saw that. That was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Seakae joined it. It'll be cool. Now we can get more people. Those raids will go real fast.
We got 2 big ones out now.
What are the 2 big ones right now?
Mega Manectric and Xerneas are out right now.
We could do a Xerneas one.
Second. Okay.
No, like this week. We can find one. Usually the go time, we send out the bat signal around 3:30.
Busting it open right now.
Look at you. No, like 3:30, 3:34 is when the bat signal goes out for a raid. Sometimes late at night. So that people want to join us though in our Discord, which is in the descriptions below, and we can link it in the chat later. It's a great thing. I want to see who's your best Pokemon, Seakae. Or better question, who's your buddy Pokemon? Who do you walk with? Who's your walking buddy?
Well, right now I'm walking with let's see, I don't even remember. I don't remember. You're asking the wrong question.
Oh man, I always am curious to see what people walk with. I'll look it up.
Clearly, you guys aren't that good at buddies.
No, we just became Pokemon friends.
I'm walking with a Gloom right now because I want to evolve it.
The Vileplume.
Okay.
Or Blossom. That life choices there. So Shelby.
So you got the raids, right? I mean, okay. So I've tried to come back a couple times, and I can't log back into my account. So I get frustrated about 20 minutes into that process, and then just give up.
Just make a new one. Eric made a new one, and he's already pretty high level. It happens really fast. Basically, people that come now, they reward. It seems like Eric has the best luck. They're Doug in our Discord like, I hate you. every time Eric posts something, he's like, how are you so lucky? It's the best fun game. It's what I want from a Pokemon game. I really enjoy it. I'm so surprised.
Until next week when Marvel Snap comes out.
Ooh.
Oh, are they making a Marvel Snap?
Yeah, the Marvel Snap is like a. Have you looked at this at all?
No.
I have. I'm way excited for this.
Yeah. Comes out next Tuesday, I think.
Okay.
And it's like a card game, where it's just a versus card game.
Okay.
Matches last 3 minutes.
Okay, I like that.
There are 3 locations in the middle, and you place cards that are hidden until both of you place a card. Then you flip them over, and it changes the numbers.
Shelby's pulling it up. I see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So I'm interested in this game. I like a good card game. Eric and I we're looking at the One Piece is coming out with a battling card deck game too as well. But these are nice. So how is this competing with Disney's doing a big card game, aren't they, with all their properties, not just Marvel?
Yeah, but that doesn't come out till 2023, and that's more of a Magic equivalent. And this thing isn't going to load, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, Seakae did a great job of describing it. This game looks awesome. My only hesitancy is like last time I tried to download it and play it, it wasn't available in my territory. So I'm hoping that is just a fluke on my end. And if
it comes out worldwide on Tuesday.
Oh, it does. Okay, cool.
Now, to move things along and to talk about not available in your territory, have you tried Overwatch 2 yet? If we move into news, has anybody tried the new Overwatch yet?
I opened it up to get all my things from Overwatch 1, and then it crashed, and I said, I will wait until this comes.
Come out as we move into
cut out.
No, you're good. You're good. As we move into the Speculation News Network. And so, Seakae, walk me through this. Your old counts transfer over to Overwatch 2 because it's moved to a free-to-play model now, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Which, great. Love that. I think Overwatch is a really fun team shooter. I'm actually really interested because it's free on all platforms now. I want to do it. But it's really hard to play a game when you can't play it. That seems to be the big issue, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Man,
it's a real.
So people are losing characters, people are losing things they've had, or they just don't have access. Is it more like is it gone forever?
Well, no. I mean, I think there's going to be some woes with that stuff. I had a problem where I switched to a different platform, so I opened it up on Xbox, and technically my accounts were still all linked. But what I had to do was I had to go back to my PlayStation and open the game up there, and then it synced up properly, and then I moved back over to Xbox, and everything was working just fine.
Do you think, and this is to the group, do you guys think that, so all these issues popping up, is it because Blizzard, because of the change in like power in Blizzard, I talked about how Microsoft owns it now, do you think it's people letting things slide, or is it just an overwhelming response? Or do you think it's like the game wasn't maybe fully cooked, that issues are happening?
It's hard to speculate on why it's happening. I think the more concerning part of all of these stories that are coming out in regards to Overwatch 2 is that they really need to have a good showing out of the gate. Like what they're trying to do is they're trying to attract people that played Overwatch 1 back to the free-to-play model. Hey, remember that Overwatch game you liked back in the day that you paid for? We're coming back and it's free. And every barrier to entry that ends up landing on their plates, whether it be technical or otherwise, is one more person that could bounce off of that game. And that really worries me about the longevity of Overwatch 2.
Right. It was like Bastion was a character that people couldn't get to in Torbjorn. It's the
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. Or how do you say
Torbjorn. Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Or Bjorn.
Torbjorn. Yes. Got it? Nailed it? That's very he's not Icelandic. What is
Bjorn.
he? Swedish?
Torbjorn, just like the artist, right, Casey?
Bjorn? Yeah, like the artist. Yeah. No, that's Bjork. Artist. Aren't you talking about Bjork?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. Anyway, sorry. I want to get into Overwatch. When the Overwatch craze went high and everybody was playing it, and I couldn't because I didn't have the PC to do it. Now you can, and I haven't looked into the cross console stuff. I'm a hopeful wish that it is. I think that's the move moving forward, but I think that's a game I'd like to get into and play with the group.
It's a great game. I think you should play it. There's a role for everybody. I think if you like competitive shooters, even remotely, then yeah, absolutely.
Here's the thing I do. I really do, but I'm bad with the shooting man part. But I like that I can heal or I can be a tank. I can do those other things in games just fine.
Yeah.
It's a fun team game. Eric, you played a lot of Overwatch 2, right? On your, what would you play, PS3?
I played a lot of Overwatch on my PS4.
PS4, that's right. You were a Soldier 76 man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had fun. I had fun playing early on, and the problem I have is I'm just not very good. So I start getting like trolled by like I'm not really picking up. I kind of like just jumping into matches and just kind of playing pickup games. But I start figuring out that I've got like specific role and I'm supposed to take out and target specific characters. And I'm like, well, I can't hit them because I suck at aiming at this character. So now if I play my favorite character in a match, I get yelled at. So
you have to have time to be bad, and the community's not the nicest, right? When you're initially a noob. Yeah.
So
it's not Dota levels, but yeah,
it's not Dota or League, no. But it's not like people make you feel bad. Look at a couple comments, you're like, they got me. Yeah.
Well,
it's better if you have a group of friends to play with, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think like if you're thinking about getting in now, like now's the time, right? When they have the influx of people pouring into the community, like now would be the time that everyone wants to jump in. And like the article that we pulled today, has to do with characters being blocked, but we didn't even talk about like the technical server errors they were having out of the gate. Like there were a lot of people just hitting load screens saying contact server. Is that accurate, Seakae? I think
there's a huge DDoS attack on them for like 2 days basically, and I think it's still happening, or maybe they've corrected it, but it was a big problem. And then the roster stuff is like that just comes with when you open it up and you expose all the elements of a game to a massive amount of people are going to figure out how to destroy that game immediately. They'll work out these kinks in the next few weeks. I have no doubt about it.
Well, speaking of kinks too, they tried to encrypt the characters so people couldn't use them for devious websites of certain natures, and then they cracked the encryption in 2 days. Then it was like, nice try. I read that article. I was like, oh my god. There's some funny ones that I'll link later in
Rule 34 stuff.
Yes. I'll find it here while we're talking later, and you guys can see it in the group chat. But to move on, just for time, I like Overwatch. The thing that's really piquing my interest more and more these days is VR. The metaverse, not necessarily because I want to be there, but it's just I think we're getting so close to the Ready Player One future. It's right there. The new Metaverse Pro came out and they announced that price point for it. How much do you think a current solid VR would go for?
Well, I mean, I think the index was 700, and that was like a high-end set before this one, right?
This one's setting that bar real high. What do you think would be for VR to take off? It has to be at a reasonable price point. This is not that for the consumer. It's at $1,499, $1,499. For those of you that need me to say it real clear, I think a point of entry $1,500. That's pre-tax. Let's go there. Yeah. So it's a little more. I would not, as cool as that was. That's too rich for my blood. I'm out. Like Shark Tank, Can't do it.
So I didn't have a super busy day today at work. It was like, okay, I know I should be doing something, but let me just check this out. So I watched.
I'm hoping this turns into the story arc where Shelby bought this, and I feel like, and my wife's really mad at me.
No, I didn't buy it, but I did watch like the Meta Direct. I don't even know what they're calling it. Like I don't know the branding.
No,
but,
I take the Nintendo brand. It's a Direct.
Is it a Direct? Yeah. So it's a 2.5 hour thing of where they're just like talking about the future of headsets and what they can do, and like there's a lot of really cool futuristic ideas in that 2.5 hour presentation, and the headlines are all like, hey, it's a $1,500 headset, which is like very expensive and like cutting edge, but they're trying to go after a market that's very like industry/tech, right? So what I'm thinking that they're looking to do is like sell these to a Boeing team of designers or individuals that are sculpting video game models or whatever the case may be, right? So that's really what they're going for. So like that $1,500 number isn't for your baseline consumer. Like what they're going for is that corporate money, and they're hoping that teams are going to pick these up. One of the things that's not outlined in this article that came a little bit later in the presentation is they are actually partnering with Ray-Ban, and the Ray-Ban prototypes look so cool. They look like just regular Ray-Ban glasses with a camera and a little button on the side. So I'm excited to see them go down this path. I don't know if there's going to be a path to profitability with a B2C move anytime soon.
It looks cool. I like the look of them. I like that, nice and clean. I'll say that much. Here's the thing that made me go, oh, really? Like, raise my eyebrow. Besides the price was more 2 eyebrows. Like, oh my god. The one that made me think about, do I want this? Was you can do your Game Pass games on it. There's a screen, so you can be in there and open up Game Pass and play Xbox Game Pass games within it. Yeah, that was the thing I was reading today. That's what Microsoft's working on.
Way.
Yeah, the games within the games. We're close.
That would be so cool.
All I hear is latency. That's all I hear.
That's true.
By the time it really actually works and is accessible, we'll have 12G. And, the internet will be super fast.
Yeah, they'll just inject the internet into your veins. The entire human knowledge directly injected into your veins.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Shel.
No, I mean, it's just Metaverse is kind of like, what are you doing, guys? Like, you got a lot of money. Where are you going next? And they're like, $1,500 headset. Okay.
Zuckerberg's so out of touch. I listened to his Joe Rogan thing for a little bit, and I'm like, okay. And then and him getting into MMA, and like they said that they rented out initially the Apex facility, so only Facebook employees were at a UFC fight. It's like their small arena that they do that they made during COVID. Because he's gotten really into mixed martial arts, I guess, which is whatever, cool. I like that he's doing something healthy, but I'm a huge MMA fan. But it's just he's so weird. He's such a weird guy.
There's just so much money that is flown through Facebook and now Meta that it's just interesting to see the problems that he's tackling. You know what I mean? He's talking metaverse, he's talking headsets, and I don't think there's a path to profitability in the next 5 or 10 years with this headset. I just don't.
I don't think
if they can come back with something that's like $300-400, sure. But maybe you just made so much money. It's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to take on the world's problems. I'm going to sit over here in my tech bunker and then emerge in 5 years and rule the world once again.
I think it's a tech killer. I think this is bad for the industry.
Really?
Is that right?
Because well, I think that if you want to sell VR and the metaverse or whatever the hell it is to the public, you have to make that incredibly cheap. Mm-hmm. And this is going in the wrong direction to me. This is like the complete extreme of it. And I understand the idea of wanting to sell it to corporations and the tech industry first to get their input into it so that they can make cheaper models later on down the road. I also think that that's a bad idea because I've worked with those people and they also don't know. They really don't know what people need or want from technology.
They're just so like in this weird bubble.
Yes.
There was an article that came out a couple days ago, and I saw it float somewhere. I didn't read the whole thing, but I caught the headline. It was basically like Metaverse is begging their employees to use the Metaverse, and like if they're not even using it
perfect
internally,
example.
Yeah, not a good sign.
They're gonna sell this to a few hundred people at least, maybe a few thousand.
Yeah,
and then those people will use it for 2 weeks, and then they'll stop wholeheartedly because they'll be like, I just want to go to the bathroom or go get something from the fridge. Now I have to take this device off. And how am I supposed to be in meetings? How am I supposed to like function in my everyday life? I have to wear these glasses everywhere I go. No, that's a complete invasion of privacy.
Yeah. They want to see that. I also think, okay, let's play a game. We're going to play Price is Right rules. When's the first price cut?
I don't think I think they just discontinue it.
You don't think it gets one price? I think it gets a price cut. Didn't Google Stadia get a price cut? Even Google Stadia, I believe,
they just jacked up the price of the Oculus too, or the Meta, whatever they call it now.
I think they have to half-step this console, if anything, and I don't know if they can. They have so many bells and whistles baked into this headset here that I don't know what they would cut, because now you have to also consider the software that's been developed for this headset, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you have 3 less cameras. Well, does that break the software that's already been built? I mean, Seakae presents a really good point. Like, if they can't downgrade the hardware and downgrade the software, they could just put it to death.
It's being billed as kind of like a replacement for your laptop, and even if you like fully bought into that, do you think that this is worth $1,500?
No.
Even if like hardware-wise, technically it should be worth $1,500. Do you personally think it's worth $1,500? And I don't think it is, and I don't think it's worth $1,000 either. Like, you can't do this for this. Like,
No.
I think it's a weird.
I could get another golden retriever for $1,500, and I'd be even happier because you know why? I can pet it. I can love it. It'd be friends with my other golden retriever.
You don't have to feed your headset though, bro.
Electricity.
Yeah, I do. I have to feed it the power bill, my guy. Good job, Seakae. Thank you. Thank you.
Casey, did you see that article that they're putting Pokemon Go on these headsets?
I want Pokemon Go. I want the Neuralink, and I want it in my body. I want it in my mind right now. Hook me up to the Pokeverse. Eric, would you live in the Pokeverse with me? If we could get Neuralink chipped in our brain and Pokemon lived in the augmented reality where we could pet them and they were real to us, and these guys couldn't see it because they don't join the club.
I want to play video games. I don't want to be in video games.
But what if you could be in video games and the real world at the same time?
Oh, God.
Nope, I prefer the real world. Thank you.
But what if it's the same? What if they're both one and all?
We're not having this.
Join the sideboard with me. Join the board.
No,
I am in that Star Trek camp. I'm like, the board doesn't seem that bad. Every time I watch, like, yeah, that's all right.
No, there's one reality. Unfortunately, there's one real world, and it's harsh.
It is sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes actually, there's not just one real. You know what? I argue with you, Eric. There's not just one real world. Because in our final story, and this was in the New York Times, I just thought this was cool. Some kid made the whole universe in Minecraft. He took it like to scale. He's a super smart guy. I watched his video. His name's Christopher Slayton. He spent 2 months exploring black holes, and he made a replica. And you can watch a video on YouTube about how I built the entire universe in Minecraft. Good watch. He took notebook sketches. He actually went skydiving to go figure out and appreciate the Earth more. You see him go hiking and looking at like the curvature of the universe and just studying space. And the fact that you could do this in Minecraft, like look at this picture I just showed of Saturn. Right? Like beautiful. Like he has a working universe where you can zoom in and travel over it. The fact that someone can do that kind of math to make a video game Minecraft, this is amazing. Amazing stuff. I want to download it, though. He's got to give it free to the public. That's the move. If you can give that out and people can download it and play in it, let him do it.
Is Minecraft having a resurgence? Is that what you're telling me?
Has Minecraft ever gone away?
I mean, I don't know. I thought Fortnite went away, but it's back. So
Minecraft never gone away either, man. Minecraft, Pokemon, those are the, like, if you bought stocks, those are blue chip stocks of video games.
You seem more like a Roblox guy, Casey.
That's a, dude. How many users? Okay. We're gonna talk right now. How many users concurrent do you think Roblox have?
I have no idea. More than 3.
Seakae, Eric, any guesses? Eric, do you know what Roblox is?
Concurrent Roblox users. I'm gonna say, maybe 1 million. No, that's too high.
That's too low.
That's too low.
Concurrent
playing.
users. I just googled it.
Concurrent? No, I mean 200,000.
Okay, in its peak. Okay, I'm looking at its peak in 2020.
See,
I'm talking about right this moment.
Like
right this
now.
smoking. Okay, right now. All right, 43.2 million daily active users.
Okay.
Daily active,
So
though.
even if
During the pandemic, in 2020, it was 146 is one of the highest I've ever seen. I see 146 million. Roblox is big. Roblox is a big deal.
Are the kids playing the Roblox?
The kids are playing the Roblox. I hear a lot of my students talk about Roblox.
The kids are playing the Roblox.
Minecraft is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's on everything.
You can play it on the Chromebook. Minecraft was like, let's make it on the cheap computers kids get at school for free. Yeah. Done. Like, Chromebooks can run Minecraft. Minecraft's everywhere too. Minecraft's the real deal, Holyfield too, still.
Yeah, I heard some kid built a whole universe in there once.
Would you go explore it though if you could go download it? Or do you own Minecraft?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. I have Game Pass, so I don't own anything anymore. But I have access to all. I mean, I'm sure Minecraft is included in Game Pass. I'd be shocked if it's not.
I'm looking it up, Shelby.
It is.
I'm sure
it
is.
I play it on
Game
Xbox.
Pass. Yeah. And then you get to keep your personal account and server through Game Pass because of it, right?
Yeah, your own. I don't know if you'd call it a server.
Or your own world, your
own worlds. Yeah, you can have your own worlds. Yeah.
I
bought the Java version when it was Java way back in the day. Yeah.
I remember it was a web browser game. Yeah, Sean, our buddy Sean, he was in on it. He's like, "Hey, it's $5." I was like, "Okay," and I'm like, "I don't know if I want to pay $5." It was free initially, and then it became a $5 game, and that was the good old days. I think making a universe is really cool. I think they're doing a lot of cool things for education in Minecraft, and there's some other cool games in education, and there's something I like us to use, and it's called a GIM kit. I used it last time we were on, and today we're going to do like a Pictionary type game. We'll do normal, 50% of the letters. And let me pull this up. And GimKit is a website. It gamifies education. Like I use this for quizzes and things like that. But all you need is an email to join, and you can play with us if you're watching live right now. I'm going to present the screen. You just go to gamekit.com/join. I clicked the wrong thing because I'm doing that. But Pictionary, Seakae, are you like an ace in the hole for you and your partner to nail? No, you don't play it. You won't do it.
I mean, I'll play it, but I people think, artists are the best at Pictionary, but
Pictionary goes by your partner too, though, right? Your partner has to be good.
Yeah, but also like I draw all the time. Why do I want to like?
Yeah, right. Like, why do I want to do this?
I'm not gonna put in 3 hours into a drawing for. Pictionary. It's going to be super quick and super bad, just like everybody
else.
Yeah,
but that's
because the human brain
works
too, right? Iconically. So if you can draw a circle or a square, then it's just a matter of speed at that point.
Okay. I think it's interesting to see what people can do on this because I play with my students and they do everything via touchpad with their finger. So you get some. I'm always impressed with how well a kid can do it. And the code right now, if people are in the chat, is 286364 if they want to join. And we'll give a little bit of time there for anybody watching. And it might just be the three of us. CK's in there too. Perfect. Again, it's gamekit.com. So I decided to just do characters, and it's going to be a video game character, a movie character, all sorts of them. We'll jump around. We'll show our art skills to you, CK, and then obviously you can take us to school. Okay. But I think it also will be funny to see us draw and try to do that.
What am I supposed to be seeing? Is it just a blue screen?
It's just a blue screen right now.
Okay.
It's the gray screen, or like the weight screen, right? That's what you're seeing.
I'm guessing because I can draw on it.
Yeah, you can draw on it. This is good. So like everyone wants to get a warm up going, right?
Get a little white and pink.
Well, I'm gonna start the game for us, and I can select a random student, but I'm gonna let Shelby start us off. So Shelby's gonna get an array of options that only he can see. We're gonna get ready, and we're gonna guess, and people can join later while we're waiting. We're gonna guess what he's drawing.
Are these all characters that you came up with, Casey?
These are like random characters I could think of, on the fly. They're Disney characters. There's a lot of
Are there going to be some Casey
fringe
characters?
No.
Some JRPG characters?
No JRPG. Okay. No, like Sabin, Final Fantasy VI. I would love to see it. Suplexing a train. Okay, this is 5 letters by 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is anyone guessing?
Green Lantern.
Yeah, we're all guessing. Oh, write it in, Eric. You're right.
Oh.
Good job.
Jeez.
So we write it in the chat. I misspelled it. No.
Oh, it gives you like a little hint at the top. Okay.
Oh my god. There we go. So we guess CK in that submit. You write it. You submit it. The quicker you submit, the more points you get.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Oh, so
and currently Eric and I submitted. You did not. So you were losing. No. I'm horrible.
Money.
There we go. Okay, and you see. So
okay, so we can all guess.
We can all guess. Gotcha. I use this for science vocab in my science class when I wanted a vocab quiz. Instead of just giving them a piece of paper, we draw the term, right? I love this for teaching. And it's just fun with your friends too. You can do silly stuff. Okay, start next round. I'll go. All right. Let me see. Okay. Okay, yeah.
And these are all characters?
Yep. My avant-garde mouse one here.
This is any character.
This is any character. It's if you look by the letters, because it's kind of like a game of Hangman. It's 6 by 5. Okay, let me try this. Oh, you guys got it. It was Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was correct. I drew the 3 black circles. I figured that was kind of easy.
Mickey the Mouse.
Mickey the Mouse.
Oh, it deducted points because I guessed wrong. Rude.
Uh-oh.
Eric, you ready?
Are you sure you can trust me?
Yeah, no. Why are you drawing something that looks like a rocket ship, Eric? Why are you drawing rocket ships everywhere?
We're confident we can't trust you.
All right. Let me give this a shot.
5 letters. It's blue. We gotta give the listener version of Sonic.
Oh no, that is garbage. I spelled it wrong.
I had the wrong screen.
Oh, good.
Good job. Good job. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Points for
All
speed.
Right. Seakae, it's your turn.
All right.
Ready? All right.
Let's see how terribly this goes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I had one that said Ron, and I almost drew Ron Swanson. That was my thought.
No, it's Ron Weasley, right? Ron
It could
Weasley.
be any Ron.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2.
It can be Enron.
Okay. Again, for those watching, we got to guess out loud. It's purple. It has black eyes. Oh, Thanos.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah. I want to see where he goes. As soon as he did the chin. I knew. I liked it.
My first guess was definitely Grimace.
From McDonald's?
Yeah. I was like,
he is a great character.
Yeah, he is. Underrated.
Okay, we're going to select random. Shelby, you're drawing again for us here. Okay, it is 5 by 5 words. Satan. No, not Batman. It's a cat. Guesses. Eric, what'd you guess? Oh,
I'm not telling you.
Hello Kitty. Eric's trying to win because of the red phone. Okay, Hello Kitty was right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job. Eric just knows my third word. He's on the same wavelength. Impressive. All right, start next round. Eric, you go. Let's see what you got.
All right.
Show me your moves.
I don't like any of these choices here. You know, I'm gonna butcher this one, but that's okay.
Again, why are you drawing so many rocket ships? 4 by 5 words. Give me truth. Okay.
It's the teacher from South Park.
It does look like a South Park character almost. I almost thought about it. Casa Bonita? Are you drawing the hand from Casa Bonita? Oh, wait, he got it. Shelby got it.
Nailed it.
I have no idea what this is. I do not know what this is.
Oh, man. Shelby, give me a clue.
Carrot.
Right. Okay.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
Space Jam.
There you go. Bugs Bunny.
It's
As soon as he did the rabbit ears, I got it. I have the words. Impressive, Eric. Impressive. All right.
Not really. That was pretty bad.
I'll go. It was unique. It was unique. All right. I'm gonna pick a harder one here.
Have you played this game before?
What is happening?
Oh my gosh.
What is this?
Oh my gosh.
What are you drawing?
He thinks of the wrong one. Is it Rocket Man? Uh-oh.
How much time do you guys have? Oh, 0 seconds. I went for hard.
15 seconds.
15. Okay. Where's green? He has pointy ears. I'm sorry. When you see the name, I hope you'll be like, oh yeah, I see it now.
Oh
No.
It's his black curly hair. I'm trying to. It was like Frodo.
Where are his
It's Elijah
feet?
Wood. It's Elijah Wood.
No, that's maybe Samwise. That's maybe Samwise.
Where are his feet?
I should have got. You're right. I should have started at the Hobbit feet. That was the difference. I'm thinking I was going to draw a face. That would have been a much better move. All right, Seakae, you're going to do
this is like a realistic portrayal that you're going for.
That's right. Yeah.
I was going to draw. If I had more time, I'm drawing the trail to Mordor. I want to draw the mountain.
All right, get ready for the quickest one ever.
I'm using my mouse. If I could have just done it with keystrokes, it could have been much faster. All right, one word.
Oh man, Eric got me.
You guys are good. I'm bad at this.
Just under the wire.
Oh.
I'll give you a hint.
I got it. He lives under a sea. He drew a yellow square. It was a pineapple. I mean, all right.
Just under the wire.
Okay, and Seakae, our final round. If you get something hard.
Oh
no.
Okay.
No. The evil giggle.
Should I go for the really hard one or the kind of hard one?
The really hard one. Go for the really hard one.
Okay. Let me think about this. All right. This is gonna be kind of difficult to draw.
Oh man, look at the speed on that.
Oh geez. Wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh no.
It gives us a letter, so we have to see if we can
No. We got this.
Eric got it. Whoa.
What does Eric know? We don't know.
Hold on.
Oh.
I have no clue. Show me no.
Got it.
I have no clue. What is it? You drew a green. A man with a green face, a black suit.
It's the Grinch. No, it's
not the Grinch.
I lost it. I lost the picture in my mind.
Gamora. Oh my god. Okay. I would say Gamora's purple, but yes, no, I'm bad. All right. Seakae, final round. Eric, I've been so impressed how good you're at this game.
All right.
Thoroughly.
I'll go all day.
Okay. We'll see. I gotta see who's in the leaderboard here. It can't be Eric. I can't let this happen.
I'm gonna do
I gotta go to bed soon.
All right.
I'm gonna do just like blocks, and if you don't get it, then
okay. It's red hair, pink body, green body. Second letter R. Red hair. Oh.
No
Why
way.
can't I draw it? Okay, there we go.
Got it. All right. There it is. There it is.
When you spell it
Red
correctly
hair,
for all of us.
green
Yeah,
fins.
that's awesome.
Green fins.
I-40 except after C teach.
Yes.
I appreciate the hint though. I never would have got that.
I know. It was Ariel. I-40. No, I always miss that. All right, see, I can't go out like that. One more.
I also like that lopsided
one.
coconut that you put on her. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's seashell.
I only know who one of these characters is. Also, I'm gonna do this one as a blocks.
Okay, I like that. It's like that internet thing that filter that they do with characters. Okay, brown. Oh, got it. First try. Let's go. Let's go.
What?
All right, we're gonna
He is
begin the game. I think Eric destroyed us, Shelby.
Oh no!
Eric in first place. I was dead last. This is horse pooping.
I mean,
all right.
that makes sense.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Not by much though. 40 points.
Oh man. Well, that was fun, guys.
That was a lot of fun.
Seakae, where can people again support you and find you and get more of you?
They can go to extra-life.org and you can type into the search parameters SEAKAE, or you could just write it all together, extra-life.org/participant/SEAKAE.
And it will be in the description below too.
And you're going live for Extra Life the first weekend in November, right? So
yes, the 5th and 6th, but the deadline to get into the tournament is the 30th because I need time to draw your characters and then to put them into the game.
That makes sense.
Extra Life ends officially when? If people want to keep going and watching and checking Extra Life streams out, do you know when this one ends?
Technically, Extra Life ends at the end of the year. So you can watch on the 5th, but also people are already streaming for Extra Life right now. It seems like they do a better and better job each year that passes of doing it earlier and earlier, and there are new events like board game days and stuff like that. So, or if you don't want to donate to me, you could just donate to the organization. That's totally cool too. But I will say this: if you get me to $3,000 again, last 2 years I raised more than $3,000.
Which is great because it all goes to Children's Hospital, I believe. Correct, right? That's what Extra Life
absolutely. But this is what I do at the end of the stream.
Oh no!
The one chip challenge. I also have.
Do those hurt the next day? I want to know. Like initially,
the last time I did it, it didn't hurt coming out the butt. It hurt coming out the pee hole.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, the spice got into my urine somehow. I don't know. It was burning.
No!
That's rough.
Yeah. I've done it 3 times now.
After you
I was gonna say, what are you doing down there?
No, they give you like a little. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into the details about it. What's that?
Didn't you do 2 of them last year?
Last year I just did one, but I did like an escalation thing where as we got more and more money, I made it worse. So I took the chip and then I dipped it into Mad Dog 357 sauce.
That's right.
And then for 1 whole minute, I could not drink any water. And let me tell you, that was excruciating. That was very bad. I don't know how people do it for 5 minutes, but it's awful. And I've done that like 4 times now. I've done some sort of spicy challenge.
Yeah, and I think it's for a great cause. It's gaming for the better of others, and you do a good job. You play some games, you do your amazing art. So people, please go out and support Seakae. And you're doing it with the Kind of Funny team?
Yeah, I am. I used to do it with Giant Bomb, but Giant Bomb is
it's whatever,
really,
you know. It's
really
Giant Bomb has been in an influx right now.
Yeah.
It's about to finally form, I think. I'm with you. But you got the fact of the matter is you're doing it, and that's helping kids out there, and I appreciate that. And we appreciate you coming on and talking games with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, very cool. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. And if you want more of us, you can always follow us on our social channels. Those are in the description. We're on Discord. We're chatting. We're doing our thing there. We're also on Twitch quite a bit. I'm going to try to stream Resident Evil this week. Eric is like our resident Pokemon god and is going live pretty often as well. So come check us out. Follow us. You'll get the notifications. Got a YouTube channel too. And if it's an audio version, please like and subscribe. 5 stars if you'd be so kind. That is it for this week. Check out Seakae first week in November or sign up. Make a character for you. That's a wrap for the week. We're out.
Play games.
Play games.